Hi everybody. Welcome to my Facebook Live today. Today I'm going to talk about, just got to move this little thing over here. Today, I'll just put my notes here. This is what happens when you're in a different environment. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about how to be adaptable to, how to handle a changing environment. Now, as I say that, I'm actually in Sydney in a very, very hot room in a hotel while I'm part of the Dr. Demartini training program. And so my changing environment has completely changed from even just doing my Facebook Lives. But it's not just about that. What I'd love to talk to you today about is how to actually handle a changing environment. So there's different things you can do. One of the things, as I say, is take it on and acknowledge it, because acknowledgement is really, truly a key to fulfillment, succeeding where you're going. So just take it on. Now, this is whether people tell you anything or anything. So it's actually just about taking on that changing environment, going, yes, it has changed. So for example, I'm now traveling. I'm not at home with my family. So that's definitely a changing environment. So I have to go, yeah, acknowledge it. You're actually traveling right now. Now, when somebody throws you conflict or something at you, you go, step two is this worth the energy? Is this worth the energy I'm putting in? Is this worth the frustration that comes in about my mind? Is it my body taking over? Is it actually worth the energy of taking on this stuff? Now, this stuff being whatever it is. So is this worth the energy? And then the next thing is to ask who are you doing it for? Who are you actually doing this changing environment for? Are you doing it for yourself? For me, I'm over here for myself, definitely, because it's actually about my business. So I class that as myself. Yes, I'm here for clients. Yes, I'm here for consulting. Yes, I'm here to see other people. But for me, it's actually, who am I doing it for? It's actually taking it on for myself. Now, when you take things on for yourself, you also upset a lot of people. Now, you'll know when you do things and you make decisions that are true to you, that you perceive are true to you, you take on that energy, but other people can be challenged or frustrated by you. So right now, my family, for example, could potentially be frustrated because I'm doing my thing while traveling when there's other things going on at home. So first, who are you doing that for? And then the next question, is it worth the energy again? Now, energy is about, is it worth taking on that stress, that mind clutter, that sleepless nights or whatever it is? Is it worth it? And then you're going to ask yourself, is it yours or theirs? So is it your stuff that you're taking on? Or is it their stuff that they're throwing at you that you're taking on? So it's really important to look at you. Look, we say life's about other people, but life is actually about you putting your own oxygen mask on first. So it's actually about you and what's best for you. So am I actually taking it on? Yes, no. Is this my energy? Yes. Acknowledgement? Yes, my energy. Who am I doing it for? Am I doing it for my family? Am I doing it for friends? Am I doing it for work colleagues? Who am I doing it for? Look at my energy again. Is this mine or yours that I'm taking on? And then you want to look without, hi Louise, without actually taking on their energy, we're looking at, is it yours or theirs? And you want to have a way to, or be wise to have a way that you can actually articulate what you're doing and how to change things and the ideas that you would like to do, but actually in a way that's a win-win for them, without saying, no, I'm not doing it, no, I'm not doing this, no, 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 whatever comes to mind for you. So when it comes to, is it yours or theirs, and you recognize that this is their energy, it's wise to look at yourself and go, am I going to take this on? Am I not? Exactly what I've just said. But if I'm going to take it on, how am I going to handle it? Now, if I'm not, how am I going to handle the back flak that actually comes into play? So the next thing is, it's wise to look at a support person. Who do you have who you can talk to that can help you through this stuff? If it's their energy, is it better to go to their husband, their wife, their children, their work colleagues or something and talk to them? Not the first step. The first step is actually to go to them and talk to them. I can see all these boats going up. So I'm trying to look at the camera, I can see all these boats go past. I'll show you some of the boats if they're actually around by the time I finish this. So if you see me try and get distracted, I'm getting a little bit like, oh, shiny object. So just going back to their energy, this is my stuff, clearly not yours. Is it wise to bring somebody else in? Yes, but first look at if you can have that conversation with that person and say, look, you're the one who wants to change this. Is this a win-win in our situation? Now, if it's yours, it's wise to look at yourself and go, okay, is this really for me? And what's really triggering this? So is this a past experience that I've brought into this? Is this something that I'm fearful of the future, which is most likely from a past experience? And we look at this and we go, what is actually going on truly in our hearts? Is it I'm here to please my mum? Is it here I'm pleased my dad? Is it a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or a partner? Is it, you know, do I have shame and guilt from something that's actually specifically happened to me? What energy am I putting in of theirs or mine, and where's it coming from the past? Then the other thing is it's wise to adapt to the situation. So if they're asking you to do something or life's change chaotically, you have to look at like what it looks like. So if I change this, is this going to look appealing to me, or is this not going to look appealing to me? If I change this, is it going to look appealing to them, or is it not going to look appealing to them? So you want to actually start looking, would be wise to start looking at what it's actually going to look like for you and for them, if it's them. If it's just you, clearly you're only going to look at yourself. So the way to do that is go, is this a wise move for me to do this if I change to this environment, or is it not? Now, if you think it is a wise move, just start looking at the benefits to this actually happening in your life. If you don't think it's actually a wise move, start looking at how it can actually be a wise move, because someone's concerned enough or has an idea that they'd like to express. They're trustworthy enough for you, to share that with you. So honor that trust and belief that they have in you, that they can actually share that with you. So then look at, like I say, look at the bigger picture. Can I see this actually happening? Is this going to come into play? Is this not? Then you have to look at what are the complications that can come into play when you do this. So when you actually do this, is there actually going to be complications, and how can we iron those out? Okay. Then we're going to look back at that support person to help you. So, well, clearly I'm an amazing support person. I'll pump myself up here. So I'm a global stressologist, and I help people deal with uncluttering their brain. So by giving you these tips, it's just showing you little bits that can actually help you function through the day. So just reach out and say, Deb, this is what's happened. My partner said this, my business partner said this, or something. What can I do? And I'm more than happy to actually send that information back to you on just a few tips to get you through. And then the key thing is gratitude. Now, I know I talked about gratitude just before, but I just would like to talk about gratitude being true gratitude when you're grateful for things. And I said before about be honest, that they're actually talking to you about their specific, we want to change this to you. Be grateful that they actually are forthcoming and they're not storing it in their head. They're not making these changes behind your back. They're actually coming to you saying, I'd like to change this, what can we do? And they're involving you because they obviously respect you enough to actually talk to you about certain things that you can actually take that on. So step one is be grateful that they're actually talking to you about it. Okay. Step two is be grateful that they're talking to you about this. Step three, be grateful they're talking to you about this, because we just want to it's wise to actually look at how grateful we are that people actually come to us and talk about stuff and they don't just process it in their head. Okay, it's really important. So I feel I've raced through today because I've got only a couple more minutes left because there's somebody coming into this room. So let me just think about it. So adaptable, how to handle a changing environment. Take it on and acknowledge it. I can see that. I can see things changing. Is this worth the energy? Is this worth the energy of taking this on, etc., etc.? And who am I doing it for? Am I doing it for myself or for others? And then look at the energy again. Is this worth the energy if I'm doing it for somebody else, or is it worth the energy for me to do it for myself? Then we want to go, is this yours or theirs? What's truly happening? Get that support. Hey. And then adapt. And when we're adapting or not, you choose, is this something that I'd like to see, or is this something I wouldn't like to see? Then you're going to do benefits to this. You're going to do the benefits to this happening or this not happening, or benefits to them, whatever works for you. The benefits will help you get to the next state, which is gratitude. Be grateful that they've come to you and expressed their thought process of how they'd like to change this environment. So a changing environment could be a relationship. It could be, which is an intimate or business relationship. It could be finances. It could be something that's gone on, you've put on weight. It could be something that you actually would like to change. So look at that changing environment and take these steps on how to handle this changing environment. So if you feel there's anything else you'd like to know, please message me. Next week's going to be a doozy. I'm going to talk about, oh no, I'm not going to tell you what I'm talking about. Next week's going to be a great one of how to handle Muppets. If I say Muppets, not puppets, Muppets. That will be a fun one, how to handle those types of people. So today was just about being adaptable and how to handle a changing environment. If you've got any questions, flick me a message, let me know. Thanks for being part of this. Next week I'll be back in New Zealand, although I won't be in my environment either, so I'll be in a different environment. So I'll see you next week. Please let me know if there's anything you'd like answered, or if I haven't clarified anything for you. And I'll just flick you around to, this is where I am. Look at this beautiful, hang on, let's see if we can do it. I don't think you can see anything. I don't think you can actually see. It's a cloudy day. Can't really see. Okay, it's a cloudy day, had a little bit of rain here in Sydney. So thank you very much. I'm now going back to the training program with Dr. John D. Martini, day 2 today. Pretty exciting, but not too exciting because I've just got to keep staying balanced. Thank you very much, people. I will see you next week. Enjoy. Bye. Yes, I'd like to end.